How to manifest your ideal partner. The method I will share with you guys today is not only to manifest your ideal partner, it can also be used to attract your twin flame. It can also be used to attract a specific person and even manifest certain qualities and behavior in our current partners. So, obviously, many of us want a companion who we can connect with on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual level. But how do we go about doing that? Because we obviously don't want to come from a place of lack. We want to be aligned with what we want and what we desire. And that is exactly what we will go over today. Just so you guys know, I did write this down on my blog. So if you are more of a reader than a listener, please feel free to go check that out. I will put the link down below. So step number one is to set your intention. Okay. So before you do anything, you have to plan. You have to know what you want, right? I can't just go to a coffee shop without knowing if I want tea or coffee. If I'm going to a coffee shop, I probably want coffee, right? So it's good to know what you want before you order it, right? Because what if I get tea, but I really wanted coffee, and then I don't like the tea, if that makes sense. Okay, so sit down. This is how we'll set our intention. Sit down and think about what it is that you desire in your ideal partner. Think about what you want to order, right? And think about a person you would feel truly connected to, you feel would just, bring a lot of emotional fulfillment to you, and then make a list. Make a list of the qualities you want and don't want in your partner. And when I made my list, you guys, I felt like I was being really, really specific, or I was writing of a fictional character, but I promise you, I manifested. I didn't even realize because, it said and forget it, but I manifested the exact person, and I am so grateful for that. And this person makes me so happy. I'm actually married to him now, but don't feel like you're going overboard. I know I felt like that when I was writing up that list, and just don't feel that way. Okay, ignore that negativity. Just be like, nope, I believe, I will order it, I will receive it. Okay, now the second step is to pick a law of attraction technique. Once you have made your list, you want to meditate on that. Choose your law of attraction technique. Some people like visualization, some people like journaling, some people like acting as if. With me, I use basically all of them together, because obviously you have to keep practicing. You can't just do it once. Meditation also helps with that. I actually have a video on attracting a specific partner, a guided meditation as well. If you'd like to watch that, I'll leave that link as well. So, law of attraction technique, right? Start by finding a quiet and peaceful space. Meditate for a few moments until you feel aligned, grounded, and calm. And then visualize or script meeting this person, right? So, meeting this person, you want to emphasize on feeling happy and in love. Just try to tune into that frequency of gratitude, love, and finally having that person that absolutely 100% you can connect with, right? Then step number 3 is to forget it. Okay, now why do we forget it? It also speaks about impatience here and lack. We will get further, like we'll go deeper into that, but forget it because you don't want to fixate on this, right? So make that list, do your law of attraction technique, put it away, and then just don't think about it. Okay, now that you have set your intention and decided what you desire, it's time to let it go. Don't think about it too much, don't doubt it, just know it will happen in divine timing. Spend time on yourself, taking care of yourself, raising your vibration, and healing from any blockages you feel you might need to work on, right? So, like I said, when I wrote my list, it felt silly at times. I did not let that change what I desired, right? It even came to a point where I felt like I didn't have a twin flame. Ironically, when I decided to stop trying to manifest and gave it all up to the universe, the resistance went down and I manifested him. So, forgetting it is important. So please don't fixate on it, because if we're fixated on it, constantly thinking about it, oh, I did this law of attraction technique, when will it work? Then we're just coming from a place of lack, which is going to ultimately block your manifestation. So there are a lot of videos on how we can do that, right? How we can let go. And feel free to ask questions if you'd like to. I would love to explain this further to you. Now, another point is, after that, after we've forgotten it, sorry, it's time to match the vibe, to catch the vibe. We attract what we are because we are energy and everything around us is energy. You know how complaining people always seem to continue complaining because when they are so focused on the negative, they keep attracting more of it towards them. The universe doesn't really hear what we want or don't want, it only hears what frequency we are in. So if you're spending a lot of time, coming from a place of lack, you're just going to attract more lack. Which is why we do the visualization, which is why we do the scripting, because that way we can emphasize on our emotion, we can spend time in that energy, in that energetic frequency, and we can attract more of it towards ourselves, right? So spend time with the people who make you feel loved. Okay, this is how you match the vibe. You spend time with friends, family, or anyone that makes you feel loved. Even spending time with myself, with me, when I spend time just taking care of myself, that is when I feel the most aligned with this, because I wanted a person who could love me like the way I love myself, right? But yeah, so that's definitely one thing. Do things that make you feel loved. Do things you feel will put you in that same energy as meeting this person and as having this person in your life, right? Now, I'm not saying that you don't go out on dates or don't meet new people. You have to do that. Obviously, you have to be open to receiving your manifestation as well, right? But one thing I want you guys to watch out for is not label everyone that you come across as the one. Sometimes, we don't even realize we're coming from a place of lack. And I know that was a big issue with me. And I've seen that being a big issue with a lot of my clients as well. But most of them managed, I also managed. We naturally, I feel like, get over it. But it's good to be aware that where you're standing, to stay aligned to your manifestation. So keep yourself in check is what I would say. Vibe check, do a vibe check every now and then on yourself. But if you come across someone you're maybe physically attracted to, but they're not actually that emotionally, like on that level that you're trying to manifest in your partner, try not to ignore that red flag. Move on from it. Don't waste your energy on that. Okay, be open. And honestly, even if you're not going on dates, your partner can still come to you. The person you're trying to manifest, your manifestation will find a way. Okay, it's all about us being aligned to that energy, to that frequency. Okay, we're just tuning into it. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about in all of this, and I've already talked about it a little bit here, is patience. This process takes time. How much? There's no knowing. Okay, it all depends on how aligned you are and how good you are at keeping yourself in check. And like I said, letting go is the hardest part, but also the most important part, because you don't want that resistance. When I met my twin flame, I struggled quite a bit to accept love. I was not at all aligned, and I felt the universe was rushing my spiritual growth and personal growth. And like I said, I didn't just attract a specific person, I was also attracting a twin flame. And some tips on that would be, I used to leave rose quartz at my windowsill. Okay, that was my little ritual. Like every day, I would do that in the evening at sunset, and then I would fall asleep. And rose quartz, using crystals, just things you connect to, things you feel like will put you in that energetic vibration, connect to them. But also have patience with yourself. Okay, don't be too hard on yourself. I know I actually had almost given up last year, and I was waiting for a sign. I was like, okay, if I'm meant to be with someone, if my manifestation is meant to come in, please give me a sign. I asked the universe for a sign that I was going to get it and that I was doing what was right. And you know what happened? There he was again, literally knocking at my door. We were already friends at this point, but he was just right there when I asked for a sign. And I was like, okay, this is it. This is done deal. I'm going to marry this person. I'm going to be with him for the rest of my life. So obviously, guys, there will be good days and bad. It all comes down to what we decide to emphasize and attract in return. Okay, like I said, we're projecting our internal energy out, and then we're bringing it back in with our manifestation. A great way to shift your thoughts and elevate your vibration is to practice gratitude and grounding techniques. So don't forget that. Keep yourself in check. Make sure you're not coming from a place of lack. I know I've said it repeatedly, but it's just that important, okay? So it truly all comes down to the energy we decide to tune into. We will never be perfect. Life isn't about being perfectly aligned at all times. It's about knowing what you want and working on yourself to become the energy that you desire to attract. And I hope this helps. Thank you.